Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're featuring yet another Sinn. This one is the 358 DS variant. Now the 358 has always been a pilot's watch. It's basically the slightly larger version. I think it was the 356. It's been out now for I'd say well over 10 years now, and I've actually reviewed one, a standard black dial on a bracelet once, and I thought that was a really good looking watch. It's got a little bit of heft to it, and I think that especially on this watch, it just feels like a good thing. It really does feel like you're wearing a very solid feeling watch. This one, I've got to say, before I get into a review, a big thank you to Ryan over at Francis and Gay of Coventry, as somehow he always seems to keep me supplied with Sinn watches, and I'm so happy for it. If you're in the Midlands area of the UK, why not drop into the shop? It's I'll leave a link in the description below. If you're based in the UK and you can't get to the shop, check out their website. They've got a whole host of watches, and contact Ryan or one of the other members of staff there, and I'm sure they'll be able to sort you out a good deal and get you the watch out to you. So what do we have? I think it is just such a really cool looking watch, this one. Sizes wise, it's a 42mm case design. It's 15mm thick, but a lot of it, as you can see, is that glass on top there. So it's got a real nice crystal. So 15mm thick by only 48 lug to lug, so it means it wears incredibly well because of that short lug to lug distance. The strap size on this is 22mm. So let's zoom in on the dial, and doesn't that look cool? I think that dial just looks really good. I think they call it like a grinder dial, but it looks like it's just been etched. You can see the different lines. I think they say no two dials will be the same, but it just looks, I think, really cool. It really does look great. As you can see, we have a printed minute track with printed hours. There is quite a bit of loom on this watch, and it does look really good. I like the syringe style hands. That light is maybe a bit too strong. Let's turn out a little bit. The syringe hands are full of loom. They give it all. I think when you actually look at them really close, let's see if we can get in a little bit closer on those hands. They almost have a vintage vibe to them, I feel. But that dial, I just think it just looks so cool. Obviously, we have these 3 subdials going on, as this is a chronograph model. We have the Flieger there, which is German for pilot. So this is actually a pilot's watch. We have a day-date convocation, Sinn written there. Let me get my little marker there. We have the Sinn logo there, and down here we just have the made in Germany. Now, we also have the AR going on here, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's move these hands out of the way a little bit so you can actually see what the subdials do. If I unscrew the crown, you can see it pops out nicely there. So if I move that back to there, might be a little bit easier for you guys. Now, this is a chronograph watch, so if I click here, nice solid click, and there you go, that sets the chronograph off. So we have here a constant running second, so this is for your standard time reading. This is a 30-minute counter as part of your minutes for your chrono, and this is the hour totalizer down here. And I just think that looks so good. I really do like that. So we come out here, we've got a nice boxed domed crystal, and look at the way it magnifies there. As you come around, you really get to see that hand stack going on there. What I mean by that is the way that the hands are all placed upon each other. You get a slight magnification because this is double domed. It does also feature an AR coating to help with the reflection, well, eliminate the reflection as much as it can. As we come around here, you'll get to see the minute jump over. Let's see. Boom. There you go. Lines up perfectly, so that's all good. So, case. Satinized finished, very clean, concise. If anything, there's nothing fancy, but this is just machined so well. You can see there's just the slight edges knocked off there. it is ever so smooth a case. It does feel really nice in the hand. The pushers are simple style pushers. We do have a signed crown here. Let's have a look at a reset actually on that chrono. Nice solid feel. Boom, and back. Now, as we come round here, you can see here we have this small capsule. Now, if you follow my channel, you'll know what this is. This is part of the AR, which is on the dial there. So it's basically to stop the watch from ever fogging up. Now, I've heard people say, oh, this, it's never happened to me. Well, these watches are actually made for pilots' watches. They're designed to go up, right up into high altitude where it is freezing cold. And you can sometimes get basically moisture build-up on the inside of the crystal, so from condensation. Now, this can be done with any watch if you place an ice cube on it, or if you're one of these people like one of my subscribers who actually went into a sauna and then went into a plunge pool with his Rolex on and it all fogged up underneath. So not ideal, because every watch has got a certain amount of moisture inside. So with this watch, they use an inert gas inside, which has got no moisture. They use improved seals, and they use these copper sulfite crystals in this titanium cage, which screws in there. That would capture any of the moisture and would indicate this by going a darker blue. So that's part of their tech. It's very cool, very geeky, but that is Sinn, and I like that. I like the drilled lugs as well, because it makes it easier to change out the straps. As we come round to the back of this watch, we have this, let's give it a little clean, we have this movement. Now, this is the Sellita SW200, sorry, SW500, do excuse me. Let's zoom out a little bit further so we can get a better contrast there. Let's come out here. There we go. Now, basically, this movement it's based upon the ETA 7750, and that is a solid movement, and so is this. Sellita have been making this movement for 10 years now, and I've never heard of any problems with it at all. It's a real dependable workhorse. In fact, I put this on the time grapher earlier, and it was coming out, I think, was it -1 or 0 seconds, and perfect beat rate. So it really is a solid movement. Yeah, no problem. And I must also point out that it is actually a top grade movement. So it's many others don't use the top grade, but Sinn use top grade across the entire board. As you can see, we also have 100 meters worth of water resistancy on this watch. And I really do think it looks just fantastic with that dial. The strap on this is a canvas style strap, and it feels like a leather backing on this. It is quite stiff, but I dare say it would break in no problems at all. Now, I've personally, the last one I reviewed of these with the black dial was on the fine link bracelet, and I love this watch on a fine link bracelet. I think it looks absolutely stunning. It really is a good looking watch on that one, which can be purchased separately, but you can, like with anything, you can do whatever you want with this watch. There is also low pressure rating. I'll put this on my wrist so you've got an idea how it looks. Let's zoom out a little bit there. So, God, I haven't got anything on my wrist today. That's unusual. Bob over there has got a rather gorgeous Piccaninny watch, which has come in for review. And I'm really looking forward to showing you that one. So my wrist size is 7¼ inches. And there you go. See, 15 millimeters tall, but it doesn't really stand up that high at all. It really does sink into the wrist. I think it really is a kind of, just a great looking watch. Let me know in the comments below what you think, but I personally think this is a lovely watch. If you want to buy this watch, give Ryan or one of the members of Francisca a call, and they'll be able to sort you out with it. But anyway, there you go. So, stay safe, and I'll see you at the next review, guys. Take care. Bye.